G'day everyone, James Foligno here for another edition of the Gold Coast Property Auctions and Sales Results. Today what I'd like to do is we're going to go through the week of the 5th of July up until the 11th of July. And like every week, what we'll do is we'll break it down and we'll go through some of the results for the Gold Coast. Just remembering, I say this every week, but just remember that some of these properties that we'll be going through were auctioned over the weekend. And some of the properties were settled in the week that we're discussing. So some of these sales may have happened 1, 2, or even 3 months prior to the weekend. So I'll share my screen and we'll go straight into it like we do every week. Okay. And the first thing that I'd like to do is I'd like to go into the auction results just in general for Australia. So as you can see, we've got Queensland here had a clearance rate of 71%, which in comparison was a little bit lower than Victoria and New South Wales. And what we have noticed over the last few weeks is that Queensland's auction results has been dropping just a little bit. Well, as you can see, though, Queensland does have the third highest sales volume. So meaning that turnover of property from Victoria and New South Wales are at the top and Queensland's coming in third. When we look at Queensland itself, there was 289 scheduled auctions for the weekend. Of the 289, 132 went ahead. There were 90 sold, and that provided Queensland with a clearance rate of 71%. The properties, so with the 249 auction and the 132, so there was roughly 160 properties that were either withdrawn or potentially sold prior to auction. There was also 1,368 private sales. We've got a few properties to go through, so let's get straight into it. As we always do, we're going to start with price range below 750 and just see what was available. I always like to tend to look in at homes and at houses, and especially something with land content. It's land that is what's really appreciating at the moment, and it has been throughout history. So always trying to, when we're looking at these properties, I'll try and find something with land content so we can ensure some good capital growth. This is the first one we're going to look at. This one here was at 10 Hocking Street, Arundel. As you can see, the property here, it's on a corner block, so it does lend itself to development in the future. This was on 604 square metres of land. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1-car or double carport home. This home over the weekend sold at $650,000. The next one that we're going to look at, we're going to move right along, is this one here. This one here is at 23 Glass Street in Ashmore. It's on 658 square metres of land. You saw that it had a pool. This home also has got solar. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath with 4-car accommodation, has been updated or renovated, ready to move into this home, 658 square metres. Lovely pool area out the back. And this home sold at $734,000. The next one that we're going to look at is this one here. This is in Labrador. It's at 15 Rathbone Place. It's on 678 square metres, so quite a large block of land. And from this aerial shot, you can see the proximity to the Broadwater. So very close to the water. And again, on a block this size in Labrador now, it does lend itself to development. As you can see, there are some neighbouring developments that have already gone on. And this home sold at $645,000. So really good buying for a development site. Next one that we're going to look at is this home here. This is in Nerang. This was at 14 Mylor Street in Nerang. It's a 4-bed, 2-bath with double car space home. It's also on a corner block, this home. It's got solar. This home here was on a large block of land, 1,023 square metres, so really big block of land. And it also does have a granny flat. So there is that potential to get an income from this property as well. So live in and also return an income. This home sold in Nerang, sold for $601,000. We're going to move on to this home here. This home here was at 13 Fig Tree Street in Coomera. As you can see, it's less than 300 metres to the water here. You've got a boat ramp just around the corner. This was an old Queenslander in Coomera. So as you can see, lovely looking home. It was on 627 square metres, 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom with 3-car accommodation. This home in Coomera sold at $560,000. We're going to move along to Carrara. Carrara, this home here, 12 Allison Road, 3-bed, 2-bath with 3-car accommodation, has a swimming pool, so really well maintained and updated home. Again, ready to move into, tiled throughout, large block of land, 903 square meters, sold at $661,000. The next one we'll look at is this one over here. This was in Southport, so just north of Surfers Paradise, in between Surfers Paradise and Labrador. 3-bed, 2-bath with 2-car accommodation. It's got a swimming pool. This home here, 500 square meters. As you can see from the pictures inside, it has been well maintained. This home here sold at $700,000. So you can see that I'm showing you a lot of homes that are still selling in that 6-7 category, that you can still get some land content and get some good growth in the future. The next one we're going to look at is this one here. It's also in Southport. This was auction property. This was at number 1 to 3 SunGold Avenue. Large block of land, 580 square meters. This home actually had 6 bedrooms. So this home potentially was leased out to students, and maybe they were doing it on a per room basis. This home here sold at $600,000, but it also could lend itself to development potential in the future. The next one we're going to look at, we're going to just move up the road a little bit, back up to Labrador, was this one here, 29 Sydney Street in Labrador, 4-bed, 2-bath with 2-car accommodation home. This home has the potential to be set up as a dual occupancy, so that could return 2 incomes if that was the case. This home here in Labrador sold at $680,000. The last one that I'd like to show you, just in the lower category, and this one it was priced quite low. This one here was, and I'm not sure if everyone knows this, but there's a couple of islands just off the Gold Coast called North Stradbroke and South Stradbroke Island. This is in a resort called Curran Cove. Curran Cove has waterfront villas, and it also has some retreats or larger style 3-bedroom homes, just a little bit away from it and into the bush area. This one here was a 3-bedroom, so that's what the home looks like. So 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom. It's 117 square meters on the inside. Body corporate on South Stradbroke Island, because it's an island, because there's a lot of facilities, resort style facilities, swimming pools, tennis courts. The body corporate is a little bit higher than normal, but the body corporate also includes some of the bills as well. This property on South Stradbroke Island in the resort sold at $70,000. These properties were sold for a lot more than that, brand new. And right now they've really come down in price. So there is some really cheap buying on the islands. We're going to move along. We're going to move on to the north, middle and southern Gold Coast as we do. These properties are priced a little bit higher. First one I'd like to show you is this one here. It was described as a tropical oasis. Land size was 2,819 square meters. This was at 68 Helensvale Road in Helensvale. 5-bed, 4-bath home, lovely swimming pool, very large area. It also had a granny flat. It's been renovated, and you can see from the inside pictures there's a cinema. They've really done a really good job with this property, and this property sold for $1.3 million. We're going to move to another suburb now, and we're going to look at Ormeau. This was, again, another large block of land. This home here was on just over an acre, has a dam, 4-bed, 1-bath home. As you can see, again, it's been really well renovated, plenty of room, plenty of space on the home. There's some stables for horses. And this one here in Ormeau sold $830,000. So really good buying for someone who's looking for acreage. Okay, we're going to move to a suburb called Hope Island. Hope Island is northern Gold Coast. It's just past, as you're going up the north, you pass through Runaway Bay, Hollywell, Paradise Point, and then you come to Hope Island. This was quite a newish home. This was a single level home, 4-bed, 2-bath with a double garage. And this home was actually currently rented. So it's currently rented at $780 per week. So just shy of 40K per year. This home sold for $775. We're going to stay in Hope Island. This home was an auction property over the weekend. This home, again, large block of land. This home was on 3,136 square meters. So 3/4 of an acre, 3-bed, 2-bath home. Beauty of this home is you're on the water, you've got a pontoon, and the water actually leads straight out to the ocean. So with this property here, as you can see, someone wanting that land and just to be still within 30 minutes drive into the center of the Gold Coast, but you can have your own oasis, quite private, 1,650,000. We're going to move to Middle Gold Coast. We're going to look at this one. This was an auction property on Sunday. I attended this auction. This was at 2 Saywell Street in Sorrento. Sorrento's just behind the Isle of Capri, which is in Middle Gold Coast. It was an auction property. This has got a lovely large water frontage. It was an unrenovated home, 873 square meters, has a pool, 3-bed, 2-bath with a double garage. Like I said, it could lend itself to a really good renovation. And this home at auction sold under the hammer for $2.2 million. Next one we're going to look at, and this was quite an interesting property and potentially one of the buys of the week. This home was at 43 Wilson Street. It's actually a newly built property. So this was built in 2014, so just 7 years ago. It's actually 2 properties. So you can see that in the picture, there's this one here and the one just to the rear of it. It's on a large corner block of 731 square meters. So that's the rear property. And then there's the front property there. Now, 6 bedrooms here. There's 3 bathrooms. There's car accommodation for 4 cars. The return, this property is currently returning $1,000 a week, so $52,000 a year. And this property sold for $900,000, or both properties sold for $900,000. So really good rental return, great investment, and great buying. We're going to move to the Isle of Capri now. Again, this home here, double-story, large home, 42 square meters on a 544 square meter block, 4-bed, 3-bath, really nice home. As you can see, it's not an old home. It's got a lovely pool there, ready to move into, and you're in the dress circle being on the Isle of Capri. Land value on the island now, for an empty block, they're probably paying upwards of 1.3, 1.4 million. Be quite hard to build 42 squares for under sort of 400,000. So person who bought this did quite well as well. This home sold 1.85 million. We're going to move along. Another auction property. This one was auctioned on Saturday. Saturday I went to this auction. This is a corner block in a place called Florida Gardens, which is in Broadbeach Waters. It's just like a little estate in Broadbeach Waters. It was a renovated property on a corner block, 558 square meters, 4-bed, 2-bath with 2-car accommodation. This home at auction on Saturday sold for $1,430,000. We've got a few more to show you. We're going to move to the Southern Gold Coast. Southern Gold Coast, tough market at the moment. There's just not many sales and auction results happening. It's a lot more in the unit and apartment market. There is a lot of movement, but anything that's coming up with land is getting snapped up really quickly. First one I'd like to show you is 59 15th Avenue in Palm Beach, 4-bed, 2-bath, double garage. This is on water. This home here, as you can see, it's been updated. Quite a large home from the floor plan. It's got a pool. Palm Beach is a suburb that's getting a lot of interest right now, and this home sold for 1.9 million. Next one we're going to look at is this. Again, this was an interesting buy over the weekend, or it settled over the last week. This was at 1902 Gold Coast Highway. I think this was in Burleigh Heads. Burleigh Heads it was. Now this was look, it's fibro construction, so it is older style, but there was 2 duplexes here. So it was 2 2-bedroom flats. It was on a 540 square meter block. So there is good holding income, but potentially the person who purchased this will be developing this site. The zoning was RD5, so it does definitely lend itself to development. 539 square meters, Gold Coast Highway, 1.44 million. And then the last home that we're going to look at is this one here. This was in Currumbin. This was a property at 61 Crest Drive, Currumbin, 701 square meters. It's 4-bedroom. As you can see, double story, lovely views. So a little bit, not close to the beach, it's right into the Currumbin area. But anyone wanting the views and having a lovely home, treetop home, this would be the one. This one here sold for $1,749,000. Okay, so they're the homes for this week. I hope you've got some more knowledge about the Gold Coast property market. If you need any assistance in purchasing or any information, please don't hesitate to give me a call. More than happy to help you. Until next week, good luck with your property hunting, and we'll see you then. Thank you.